before we get started, I don't have my own line of clothing, but that would be dope. So this is my friend's boutique, Ash and Joe. It is on a small hiatus right now, so if you're asking. And it also, the hoodie that I got from her with the camo hoodie that I was wearing in my last Sigil video is also from there. But once again, Tammy Tanuka, Sigil inspired. I believe I'm pronouncing it right because I was told down in my comments that it's kind of like with a J versus a G, how it's spelled. So I hope I'm not butchering the name. But I have the Peacock palette for you today. I have 3 looks using this gorgeous jewel tone palette. And if this is not what a peacock looks like when it struts and stuff, I don't know what to tell you. And also by popular request or just me trying to figure things out, I will be doing a tutorial on how to kind of navigate the website. Just a few basic questions. So I will go over that at the very end of the video that will happen after the chair dance. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey everybody, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. Like I just mentioned before, I have 3 looks using the Sigil inspired or Tammy Tanuka Peacock palette. But let me go ahead and introduce myself before we go ahead and get started. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy. I love makeup, so that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. And eyeshadow really is my jam. It is one of my favorite things to talk about. And please just call me Ash or Ashley. So a couple weeks ago, I tried out Tammy Tanuka. I had placed an order in December. It came rather quickly, but with the holidays and then I got ill right after Christmas, I didn't get a chance to play with it until last week. I picked up the Toad palette. I picked up, let me just grab a roll. So I picked up the Playful Snake palette, and this is one of the newest palettes to their collection. So I picked this up, and I have 3 looks actually with this palette in the last video, and I also picked up the Chinchilla, and I feel like she was a silent sleeper. And these are the tester versions if you're wondering why they're so small. And then I also got the Toad palette. So gorgeous, gorgeous palette, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Love the quality of it. So when they came out with the Peacock palette, I knew that I wanted to get the Peacock palette. And Tammy Tanuka or Sigil Inspired is actually a Russian indie brand. So they are out of Russia. I opted to get the UPS express shipping, and I got this order so quickly. So this palette actually released on the 22nd of January, and I actually received it around the 31st of January. I remember it was Monday. So yeah, the 31st of January. So today is February 3rd that I'm filming. So it's the same week. So as you see, we have 6 gorgeous shades, 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, and then 1 more of a dual chrome shimmer. And the palette is just really, really gorgeous. From my notes and just learning about the brand, that they are cruelty free, they're not totally vegan, but they have a lot of beautiful formulas when it comes to their shadows. So like I said, I'm still learning certain things, and then once you turn the palette on the back, you do have the ingredients of the palette. Now this palette did come in the regular size, which you see here, which was around $32 US, or you can get the little tester size, and the tester size looks like this for around $19, $20. So I do appreciate how she has some of the larger sizes in the tester sizes, because I do have a lot of makeup, so I'm not typically known to pan a palette. However, I did go ahead and just get the larger size of this one. The shipping was around 1,900 rubles. I'll put that on the screen. So and then I did purchase a few other things. So I feel like their pricing is pretty much on standard. It's on par with some of the mid-range brands, but the quality is just really, really impeccable. She can be a little expensive, but like I said, the quality, I feel like quality is kind of like up there with Pat McGrath. I don't want to make this too long. As I did mention before, we do have 3 looks. I'm going to mention some of my thoughts as we go along, wrap up with some final thoughts after the chair dance. Remember, we do have the tutorial on how to kind of navigate the website. I'm no genius. This is what I've just figured out. So if you are looking for some help on navigating that website, just stay tuned after the chair dance. Let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, let's go ahead and get started using the Peacock palette. She's so beautiful. This is what we have. And I did go ahead and I primed my eyelids using the Glam Shop primer or eye base, and this is in the shade Honey Cake. It's a perfect match, and I've actually been really enjoying this primer. Kind of similar to the Urban Decay primer potion that I like so much. And then I filled in my eyebrows using the Urban Decay. No, this is not Urban Decay. I filled them in using the Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I wear the shade 3.75. So let's jump in. Here are the first two looks using the Peacock palette. And once again, just like last time when I tried the Sigil palettes, I am thoroughly impressed. These shades, they blend so well. They lay down so well. I did not have a problem. Now, the purple shade, as you saw, I kind of had to change brushes because this brush is rather pointy and kind of big, but it doesn't, like, it gets in my crease, but it doesn't blend out my crease like how I needed to. So I had to kind of go in with a more just traditional blending brush. But the purple shade is very beautiful. So I like how over here you kind of have more of a lighter eye, a more approachable eye, and then over here we have more dark and purple and blurply eye that really brings out the peacock. But over here I can see the definite representation with this kind of this green shade that's, it's not like the usual blue-brown shades that we have, but all the shadows, yeah, I touched all the shadows in these two looks actually, and I don't have any complaints. And once again, I kind of like standing by my word where this quality, like the mattes are kind of like, they remind me of Pat McGrath. The shimmers, they remind me of the shimmers from Decadence. So foiled, so beautiful. You can blend them out, as you can see right here with this blue I did. Then you could just go back in and kind of just touch them up. With the finger, it just kind of amped up the red shade. The red shade is actually more approachable than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like just boom, in your face red, but it's a little bit more murky and duochromy. I did not swatch these shades prior to doing this look for you guys. So a lot of times I just kind of like to go in and be surprised when I do the looks, but I think they are really, really gorgeous. And it just kind of goes to show, like, this shade, once you put it here, it looks totally different up against this shade versus using it with the red where you see. So I really like that. I'm just trying to kind of have like a purple shift with that green. It's really, really gorgeous. So far, so good. For my face details, I did go in with the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful Look 24-Hour Foundation. For my waterline on this particular eye, I took my Danessa Myricks Bronzite pencil. And then for this eye, I took this pencil in, what is it, Chariot? Here's a beautiful purple. And for the blush, I went in with my Pat McGrath Cherish blush, which is just like, you know, a standard pinky tone blush. And then I decided to go in with the Mars Melter highlighter, which is a little bit more glittery. This is the reformulated version. This is by Kaleidos Cosmetics. So it is a little bit more peachy than just straight up red. And for the lips, I have on, where did it go? Ooh. Here it is. It's Moxie though, by Propa Beauty. Moxie, no lip liner, just pop that on the lips. So let's go ahead and jump in with one more look. This is the third and final look using the Peacock palette. I just have nothing but good things to say yet again about Tammy Tanuka. The shades were on point, they're vibrant, they're very pigmented. If it looked like I was just kind of going in with a lighter hand, I was, because I had a traumatic incident earlier this week when I was doing my makeup going to work. I was using a Pat McGrath idol called Burnished Honey, and I just put the brush, let me see, let's just pretend it was like a brush like this. And I just put it in the shadow like this. And I don't know what I was doing. Just getting all the pigment and then just boom, laid it on my eye. And it was just so dark. And it was like, well, why would I do that? I know that this shadow is pigmented. Look, makeup was just a mess the whole day. But this is just gorgeous. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And I love how these colors pair together. And it does seem like it could be a lot to kind of have on the eye, but this look is bold, but it's not too much in your face, or you could definitely amp it up and put it in your face. The blue is just gorgeous. It's that really pop of jewel tone. I love how she picked this iridescent green to just kind of collide with the colors so nicely that you have in the peacock's wings when they go ahead and strut their stuff. And the red is beautiful. The two matte choices are gorgeous as well. I love this purple. You just don't find purples like that. This purple is so beautiful. It's so rich. And it's more purple versus like a aubergine type of purple. It's beautiful, and I love how it's a little bit more muted. These shimmers are just simply stunning, gorgeous, amazing. You can do so many looks. Just so many looks. I really enjoy this palette. I'm so glad I decided to pick it up. I did actually pick up some pigments with this particular palette, and I'll probably share that at another later date. But I just have nothing but good things to say. So this is probably, I don't know which look I like the most. I really don't, because I really love the more neutral look also. Okay, so I would think this is probably my favorite look, and then the first look would be my second, and the more blurpily look, I guess it would be my third. I don't know how I feel about that. So you guys let me know, what was your favorite look? Have you tried out Tammy Tanuka? And just let me know down at the bottom. So once we wrap up with the chair dance, that's when I will get into tutorial portion of the website, because it has been kind of hard to wrap my mind around the website, but I've been figuring it out. And when I did the premiere of the last video of just actually trying out the brand, a lot of people said that they would love that. So I'm going to include that at the end, so I don't want to keep talking too much longer, but just know that I think that this eyeshadow formula was fabulous. It got to me so quickly. I mean, considering it was coming from Russia, but I did pay for the UPS Express shipping, which was like 1,900 rubles. I'll put the conversions down on the screen. Of course, the conversions are going to change because of the, you know, the price of the dollar, if it's up or down. And I just have nothing but good things to say about this. I really do. So maybe I'll come back and do another video where I'm playing with the pigments. If you're interested in that, I think that might be the best way to handle that. And like I said, leave me a comment down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very soon. And you already know what time it is. We gotta hit it with the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. So as promised, here is a tutorial on how to navigate the website. So as you can see, we're on the official website for Sigil Me right here. And as you can notice, it is in Russian. So, you know, you can't really understand it. It is a lot going on. It's a language barrier. But if you click right here where my mouse is and hit EN, now it is in English, okay? So when I come to the website, you know, there are a lot of different things kind of going on. So they have a blog, as you can see right here, where it's talking about the new eggs that are being hatched. So right here, I'm going to click on the week of the running hen, and this is, I guess, one of the new palettes that's coming out right here, and they show it packaged here, and it's all about the blog situation and kind of like the, the stories that they have coming. So right here, you can click on about the brand and get different things about it. Now, this part is not in English, so what I usually do is just copy and paste and put it into Google Translate. Oh, actually, if I click right here, because I guess I've done it before, translation is allowed. So I'm going to enable the translation, and wonderful. Now it is in English and you're able to understand what's going on. So that might be just a feature of my MacBook per se. So, not everything, some of the graphics are still in Russian, but now you can kind of get the general gist of what is going on. Okay. So let's see. Looks like some of the stuff changed back. So sometimes you do have to be careful. It did change back. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to turn this off at the moment, I think. Okay. Somehow, okay, now we're back with the English part. So, as you can see, you can have delivery and payment. They tell you basically where everything is going to, you know, where they deliver, what type of payments, picking colors. They have a catalog. So usually when I go to pick up my shadows, I go to the catalog and shadows. And then it's going to show you something on the side. And we have the catalog right here. So what you want to be careful about is because they do have like different pre-curated color stories, as you can see right here, that the currency is in rubles. So I just use like a currency translator. But they do have Sigil coins. So Sigil coins right here are actually their pressed shadows. So these are just regular pressed single shadows. Then they have the Sigil eggs, and that's what you probably see on Instagram. And the Sigil eggs are kind of like something that starts from mythology, and they are an egg, and then you kind of watch the process of what that egg grows into. So as you know, we had the last egg that just hatched was our royal peacock. And so I'm going to click on this. So these are the 6-pan palettes, or so we have our peacock and different images of our peacock palette right here. You see the swatches, that's what we just did today. And then right here, you can choose if you want a micro tester format, and it tells you the price. And then you can say if you want a full format, and that is the larger one, it was 2,500 rubles, which I think was about $35. Okay. So then if you want to go back, we also have the snake. And you can see it's out of stock, but that is also one of the eggs that hatched. And as you can see, you can go ahead and you can pick which one you want, and it will go into your cart. Now, you also have the Sigil books. And the Sigil books, recently, she just announced this week that they're not going to be restocked anymore. So, unfortunately, I did want one of them, but it was like the Call of Mist. But not going to happen for Ash, okay? So this is the Flaming Gold. Looks like this is the only one that is available right now. The color story is beautiful. It's pretty, but I don't need it. I'm not really interested in this one, so I'm not going to grab it just because it's going to be out of stock. We got enough makeup to get through, okay? So I do think it's pretty. So you can see you can get two different types. You can get this 6-pan version, or no, that's 5, excuse me, or you can get this 5-pan version, or you can get the whole 10, so that you kind of get a variety of what you want to choose. So maybe you're only interested in half of the palette. Maybe you're only interested in the other half of the palette, you can get that. So going back right here to the Sigil coins, and these are the shades right here. So as you can see, And we're just going to click on shade 101. And it gives you some comparisons of other shades that are in the lineup of the brand, and also gives you a swatch. And it shows you the pan size. You can get a 15 millimeter or you can get a 26 millimeter pan. Okay. And somehow it does look like the website has kind of flipped back into Russian. So there we go. Something else I wanted to point out about the press palettes. So here are the more press palettes. So this is the one I actually want. So I don't think this is going to be the book. Okay, so this is the Call of the Mist. And when you go on these palettes right here, it tells you, like when you go scroll down, it tells you what shades are in here. So you can actually go and find these shades in the Sigil coins, and you can purchase them as a, separate shadow. So maybe you only like this shade. You can purchase it. Or, so I feel these shades were out of stock. So I did try to put together my own Call of the Mist palette, but it was out of stock. This one is it's not available. So hopefully this one comes back, because this one I do like. It is very grungy. Okay. Now they also have lots of different eyeshadows. So a lot of times they do have a lot of bundles that come out, and they are the pigments. So the pigments I did just recently purchase. I haven't tried them out yet. I'm going to try them in a separate video. But these are the pigments. So you have, and that's underneath the regular eyeshadow. And they do show you here. So the pigments, so we have a sample size, or we have the 2 ml or the 1 ml format, and so the price just varies. So the 2 ml goes up to 1,000. The sample is 1 ml. I got for most of my pigments, I think I got like the regular sample. I don't think I got any mini samples, but possibly. So I'm not a big pigment person, and so I just wanted to give, things to try. Bitter Rose is actually really, really pretty. So, yes. So I definitely wanted to point you to that. And then also where they have the collections and some of the things that are just coming out. So there's like the Peacock. So right here, as you can see, we have more of the bundles that I was talking about. So a lot of times when they post those bundles on the website, they are usually pigments. So be careful, And so you do have to be aware that they're not going to be shadows. So just be mindful that these are pigments that you're going to get in a bundle. And it also tells you right here that each jar is 0.4 mLs and the total volume is 5. Now, what I also like to bring your attention to is, like, a lot of times when you sign up or you bring a purchase, you can make an account with them. So like this right here is your shopping bag, but if you wanted to go to your account, you would go to interest to the office. Okay, so right here is basically, my account, my current orders, order histories. So basically you can go ahead and pay what's in that. So I'm not going to click on anything so you don't see my personal information, but these are the amount of points I have gained so far since shopping on the website. And it shows you your current orders. It shows you if it's still building the order, if it's delivered. It shows also if you have actually gone in and paid the order on PayPal. So I think that that's very important. Also, it has your personal information, your order history, order profiles, shopping cart subscriptions, and all of that good stuff. So I find like that part for me at visiting the website, it was very hard for me to figure out how to keep going back to my orders to check the status. But it is right here at the top, interest to the office. So I hope this helps navigating the website a little bit better. So far, I've really been enjoying my shadows from Sigil, and the quality is just amazing. So I just wanted you guys to go ahead and see this and get a small little tutorial on how to navigate the website and how to make a purchase from this brand.